Have a look at the slides and see if you're happy with
I don't want
them.
to, we live in a country where we live past each other.
I think it's time that we started listening to one another and that we have platforms where people can truly express where they're coming from.
Might be nice to hear some positivity.
Yeah, I'm curious but also a little bit scared, I guess, because you don't want to hit that realization that you're like, yeah, I do that and I feel bad about it.
It cannot be done by politics, cannot be done by an individual, but it only can be done by God.
You know, my prayer for this country in all races is healing, because I can see there's so much anger in all races.
Ja, ek is opgewonde. Ek is besonderlik bly om al die jong mense te sien. Ons het nog altyd die kruin van die golf gery, jy weet, en ons moet regtig leer hoe voel jy weet die ander rasse in ons land. Ek dink is wonderlik dat dit gereël is.
And I'm quite excited to be a part of this initiative. We definitely want to hear what the black perspective is, other than what we hear normally through the press or the political parties. Maybe this will be a more intimate account of what black take on racism actually is.
I just look forward to hearing the black perspective in a nice, relaxed, informal atmosphere where people can be honest and open.
I cannot blame apartheid myself, no. Those people were implementing government policies, and to implement a government policy is to comply. I was not happy with what happened in the past. Okay, it's okay, the policies were changed since 94. But even since 94 to now, the policies are not yet implemented, the new policies, you get my point? So it's another wrong, it means it's a current challenge, which we need to deal with.
Still have a lot of hatred towards each other, a lot of anger, particularly blacks. We still feel that not all our concerns have been addressed since 94, but I think with such platforms and more to come, we can do better.
I think they were very reserved. I think they were very aware of the crowd.
Yeah, I'm a bit angry tonight, not at black people, but at white people for doing apartheid.
I want to make more black friends, but it's hard. I think there should be a lot of this.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually wish the question and answer session could be much longer. Very glad that we went last night. It was very informative. It's definitely needed in our country. We need more of it. Let's stop talking and let's start doing it. We say we want to change our nation. The first place to do it is from a church point of view.
So I just want to hear the different types of perspectives compared to what I normally think that white people think about us and what they actually think about. I'm absolutely interested in race relations in the country. I find myself mixed in different cultures, and I have a lot of white friends, but there's always conflict in my heart, and so I'm very passionate about this topic, so I would love to hear more and hear the perspective of what we're going to hear tonight.
Because I believe that dialogue is one of the weapons that will bring reconciliation in our countries.
I wanted to find out what different white people thought.
I'm very interested in the whole concept of real talk and excited. I've been to the TGIF meetings and I find it very interesting and very good to listen to each other, to really hear.
I came tonight just to find out a bit what the other people think about us, so that maybe we can get to discuss the race issues and get a clearer understanding of the critical issues.
I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen today. I think it's going to be an eye-opener and get to see what other people think.
I'm here at Blacks Only and I'm really interested to hear what the white speakers have to say today.
And I am here to basically learn more about God's view and race and how to deal with all of that, especially in the workplace, because it tends to get pretty challenging. I'm expecting the truth. I'm expecting an honesty.
I think one thing that stood out for me was the fact that, you know, people who hurt other people are in themselves hurt. And I think sometimes we don't acknowledge the deeper thing that's happening with the other. I think this platform is absolutely amazing and absolutely necessary for this time.
Afrikaans people have actually gained in wealth, in the last 20 years.
So I'm really glad I came and grateful for understanding the different perspectives that people have. But I also was very frustrated.
So in sitting as a member of a white audience, listening to a black panel, What struck me is the willingness of the black members of the panel to be quite vulnerable and open. By contrast, tonight I feel quite frustrated. I found tonight incredibly polite. I'd say, well, that's the white view. I would say, well, then it sounds like there's no problem in this country. The fact is, as white people, we're racist.
I was a little disappointed in that we didn't get enough emotional, enough personal account of what it actually means.
I'm impressed by the gentleman Andrew, who said that Afrikaners are African and also South African. One of African language, because you can't find it anywhere in the world. So we should approach these issues from one angle, not as opposing one another. I think that's something that has impressed me so much. If we regard ourselves as from one side, approaching those challenges facing us, then we're going